Welcome to this meditation on Psalm 2, a powerful and enduring passage from the Bible. This sacred text offers profound insights into the nature of our relationship with the higher power and the role of divine guidance in our lives. As we journey through each verse of Psalm 2, we will explore its significance and relevance to our modern existence, seeking to apply its wisdom in our daily lives. As you engage with this meditation, allow yourself to be open to the lessons and reflections it presents. May the words provide comfort, peace, and trust in both your relationship with yourself and with the divine. We will first begin by reading Psalm 2 in its entirety. Psalm 2. Why do nations conspire and the peoples plot in vain? The kings of the earth rise up and the rulers band together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, "Let us break their chains and throw off their shackles." The one enthroned in heaven laughs, the Lord scoffs at them. He rebukes them in his anger and terrifies them in his wrath, saying, "I have installed my king on Zion, my holy mountain. I will proclaim the Lord's decree. He said to me, 'You are my son, today I have become your father.' Ask me, and I will make the nations your inheritance, the ends of the earth your possession. You will break them with a rod of iron, you will dash them to pieces like pottery." Verse 1. Why do the nations conspire and the peoples plot in vain? In this opening verse, we are confronted with the reality of human conflict and the futility of earthly power struggles. It serves as a reminder that true peace and harmony can only be found when we turn our attention away from worldly concerns and focus on our connection with a higher power. Reflect on any areas of your life where you may be caught up in conflicts or power struggles, and consider how you might find greater peace by focusing on your spiritual journey. Verse 2. The kings of the earth rise up and the rulers band together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying. This verse emphasizes the misguided nature of human attempts to challenge or resist divine authority. It invites us to reflect on the ways in which we may sometimes resist the guidance of a higher power, choosing instead to rely on our own limited understanding. Consider any aspects of your life where you may be struggling to surrender control and trust the wisdom of the divine. Verse 3. Let us break their chains and throw off their shackles. Here we are presented with the illusion of freedom that comes from rebelling against divine guidance. While it may seem tempting to cast off the constraints of spiritual wisdom, true liberation can only be found when we align ourselves with the will of a higher power. Reflect on your own journey and consider how you might find greater freedom and fulfillment by embracing the guidance of the divine. Verse 4. The one enthroned in heaven laughs, the Lord scoffs at them. In this verse, we are reminded of the ultimate sovereignty of the divine over all earthly powers and concerns. It offers comfort and reassurance that despite the chaos and strife we may witness in the world around us, There is a higher power that holds everything in perfect balance. Allow yourself to find solace in this knowledge and trust that the divine is always at work, even in the most challenging circumstances. Verse 5. He rebukes them in anger and terrifies them in his wrath, saying, this verse highlights the consequences of turning away from divine guidance and choosing to pursue our own selfish desire. It serves as a reminder of the importance of humility and reverence in our relationship with the higher power. Reflect on any aspect of your life where you may need to cultivate greater humility and openness to the wisdom of the divine. Verse 6. I have installed my king on Zion, my holy mountain. In this verse, we are introduced to the concept of the anointed king, a symbol of divine authority and presence in the world. It invites us to consider the ways in which we can recognize and honor the divine in our daily lives, seeking to align ourselves with its guidance and wisdom. Reflect on any areas of your life where you may need to invite the presence of the divine more fully, allowing it to guide and support you on your journey. Verse 7. I will proclaim the Lord's decree. He said to me, you are my son, today I have become your father. This powerful verse speaks of the intimate and personal nature of our relationship with a higher power. It reminds us that we are not merely distant observers of the divine but beloved children who are deeply connected to its wisdom and love. Allow yourself to be filled with a sense of comfort and belonging as you consider your own relationship with the divine. Verse 8. Ask me and I will make the nations your inheritance, the ends of the earth your possession. In this verse, we are reminded of the abundant blessings and support that are available to us when we align ourselves with the divine. It encourages us to ask for guidance and assistance from a higher power, trusting that it will provide for our needs and desires in accordance with its perfect wisdom. Reflect on your own life and consider any areas where you may need to ask for support and guidance of the divine. Verse 9. You will break them with a rod of iron, you will dash them to pieces like pottery. This verse speaks to the ultimate triumph of divine authority over all earthly powers and concerns. It offers hope and reassurance that even in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges, the divine will ultimately prevail. Allow yourself to find strength and comfort in this knowledge, trusting that the divine is always at work on your behalf. As we conclude this meditation on Psalm 2, let us carry with us the wisdom and insights it has offered. May we continue to seek comfort, peace, and trust in our relationships with ourselves and with the divine, allowing its guidance and presence to shape our lives in profound and meaningful ways. Let us close with a prayer, mantra, or affirmation that resonates with your heart. May I always seek the guidance and wisdom of the divine, trusting in its perfect love and care for me as a beloved child. May I find comfort, peace, and trust in my relationship with a higher power, and may my life be a testament to the transformative power of divine grace. Amen.